My dear brothers and sisters, today we heard about the parable of the Good Samaritan, and the word Samaritan, a Good Samaritan, encompassing such definitions in which it breaks the barrier, it goes boundaries, beyond boundaries. But our understanding and definition of who are my neighbors, who is my neighbor, we know that the very meaning of the Good Samaritan tells us about that helping one another is actually regardless of culture, regardless of race, regardless of affiliations. But helping one another is generally, that is, we should help one another. And this is universal invitation to us. Today, we celebrate the World Teachers' Day, the 5th of October. And as we celebrate the World Teachers' Day, teacher is also a word that encompasses a lot of things. Generally, when we say Teacher's Day, someone who can teach. But of course, making it as a World Day celebration for teachers, and this is actually exclusively, we have to define those who are teaching by profession, this World Teachers' Day. A while ago, while preparing for this Mass, while our Tita Bergie, Manang Josie, and Ate Marie Chu are busy preparing in the kitchen for our celebrations, I told them, you are also teachers. And I think Teachers' Day will also bring us to realize, after all, that we owe a lot from our parents. Amen? Because our great teachers are actually our parents. You are good teachers. You are wonderful teachers because of your parents. Because they have made you to become such wonderful and good teachers. Because you have good and wonderful parents. And we know that the best school is no other than our homes. And today, we celebrate the World Teachers' Day because we know that to be professionally teacher is actually takes time with all the skills, with all the arts of teaching. And we know by profession, not all can actually teach. And this is what we celebrate today. We give you thanks, our dear teachers, our professional teachers, that you're not only professional by your license, but what makes you more professional is actually because of your life, the life that you live, especially the influence that you make, and the marks that you leave in the hearts of our learners. We have a very beautiful theme of this World Teachers' Day, and that is leading in crisis and reimagining the future. We know that kayo po ang pinaguhugutan ng lakas ng loob ng inyong mga estudyante. Habang nakikita nilang nag-i-struggle si teacher, hangang-hanga po sila sa inyo dahil nga they know how difficult to become a teacher this time. They know all their efforts, all their sacrifices. That is why they're humbled. That is why, this is the reason why they keep going, learning in this time of pandemic, because they see you, because you lead them in this time of crisis. And you are the best example You are the great motivator to your students. We know that the great visual aid so that we can influence and make our students get interested with our lessons, it's you, my dear teachers. That is why you don't realize that every time that you knock at their door to give modules or collect modules, perhaps you don't realize that you give hope to all our students. Because by your mere presence, when you go there to give modules and collect modules, by the mere of your presence, is actually an affirmation that you're there giving them hope and reason to continue with their learning. Congratulations, we have done our first preliminary examinations. Congratulations because we made it for these preliminary exams. And we know, my dear teachers, that as you are the prime mover, the great motivator, as you are being challenged by this time of pandemic to lead in crisis. Sometimes we think ourselves, how can I lead in crisis if I find myself so hard up with the challenges of living? My dear teachers, there is something in you. The very reason why you have become a teacher, because there's something in you, deep within, is the heart of a hero, especially in this time of pandemic. Because deep within in your heart is a promise that you live a life, and that is, you're going to die as a teacher. You're going to live with a mission. And most especially, you're going to make a commitment that this is your profession. This is what you have chosen. And that this is what you're going to live throughout your life. Teachers, you are to lead in crisis. And teachers, we have to help in reimagining the future. And always remember that you have a great part and role in teaching the minds of our students, in influencing them, in making them who they are. Remember that you are helping their great contribution in forming a person and making him of what he is in the future. As we celebrate today Teachers' Day, World Teachers' Day, you are not only teaching the mind, but you are forming the heart and building a good character. You teach so as to influence. You teach so as to build and form a good character of individual. I remember, my dear brothers and sisters, that teachers is actually, kung meron pong hindi nakakalimutan ng bata sa tanang buhay niya, ay ang kanyang karanasan sa kanyang mga guro. Amen? And when you get older, and when they invite you to reunions, homecomings, you can listen to great stories, how you have formed them, and how you have made them become of who they are today. It may not be compensating, and teaching is not a lucrative profession. Walang yumayaman na guro. Sinasabi nga nila, the favorite place to go of teachers are London because loan dito, loan doon. But of course, it's not a lucrative profession, but it is the most noble and the most meaningful profession, and that is to be a teacher. You may not see today the fruits of your labor, but you can see in the next years to come. They will always be grateful to you because you have made them to become who they are. That is why always remember, my dear teachers, today, this is a very special day to give you tribute. We would like you to know that today is not enough. Our words are not enough to tell you and to let you feel that we do really appreciate all your efforts, especially in this time of pandemic. I see a posting, I think it's not one of our teachers, but one of the teachers making a My Day of feeling the hardship and difficulty of teaching today in this time of pandemic. And today's theme is actually challenging you that you are the inspiration of your students. You are the reason why they keep on going, learning in this time of pandemic. You are the best visual aid that every time they see you giving the modules and collecting the modules, they are actually inspired by your presence. You give them a sense of hope. You give them the sense to continue in this learning process. You are the best guide and host, especially this time of pandemic. And this is also what we are praying for in this time of pandemic, my dear teachers. Praying for you, for your safety and protection every day, most especially when you go to different homes and houses in delivering the modules and collecting the modules. And the 24/7 for some, and for those who are doing updating every day, via chat rooms, via messenger, via phone testing or text messaging. We know that in this time of pandemic, always remember that you made a lasting mark in the heart of our Fatimanian students. Lagi niyong iisipin that you made great stories. You made good and great remarks and marks in the heart of our Fatimanian students. They see your efforts. And please find time to read their messages. Please find time to watch their videos. Please find time to see all their ways on how they will tell you how they are appreciative and thankful for all the efforts that you do. My dear Fatimanian teachers, today, as we celebrate the World Teachers' Day, we would let you know that we greatly appreciate all the efforts that you do for our students. We pray for you, we love you, and we care for you. And we continue to pray for one another, especially that as we're facing this pandemic time, may the blessing of God be upon us and through the maternal intercession of Our Lady of Fatima. My dear teachers, you are heroes, great heroes of our community and the whole world. Happy Teachers' Day. Palakpakan po natin ito. This is that.